Ladies and gentlemen, today's story is shocking. Sanya is forced to quit the race and leave the track. Cohn fumes at his boss, but the boss turns the tables. The boss accused Cohn of insisting Sanya must race, and the doctor's report is a real shocker. Sanya's right leg is broken. As a racehorse, its value is now 0. The boss decided to dump it. Subtitles: Cohn couldn't tolerate the boss' behavior, and as a result, he along with his 2 assistants were kicked out onto the street by the boss. Cohn immediately demands the $9,000 he's owed, but the greedy boss only offers $6,000 while eyeing the down and out Sanya. Cohn toughens up, and the boss surprisingly agrees to his demands. To the boss, Sanya is as useful as a screen door on a submarine. He just doesn't want him to find out. But this doesn't stop Cohen's plans. What a roller coaster. Boss better watch out. To him, Sanya is just a dead horse. Cohn has no idea this decision will flip their destinies upside down. Cohn brings Sanya to his own farm, hoping Dad can work his magic. He once fixed a horse with worse injuries. But the father-son bond is as strong as wet tissue paper. The next day, the test results are in. No. Spiral fracture confirmed. Even healed, Sanya can't race again. But Cohn won't quit, plans aren't done. Turns out, Sanya's ancestors won $3 million. If they can fix it up for breeding, think of the cash flow. Hearing this, the 2 sidekicks decide to stick around, and for the first time, Dad gives Cohn a nod of approval. Everyone pitches in to nurse Sanya back to health, and of course, the happiest one is Kelly. Finally, they have their own horse. Every day after school, Kelly rushes to the barn to peek at Sanya. To obtain a clear view, she even finds a bucket to stand on. Unexpectedly, the door wasn't properly locked, and Cohn rushes over in a hurry. After confirming Kelly's okay, he launches into a dad lecture. This isn't a pony show. Dad has got to work. Poor Kelly has to apologize and then turns away. You alright? I'm fine. In the middle of the night, Kelly sneaks ice cream to Sanya. The first time they met, Kelly discovered Sanya has a sweet tooth. Dad is fully aware, but is all for this sugary friendship. The next day, Cohn begins fixing the fence at the farm. He may have lost his job, but now he's got time for daughter bonding. He tells Kelly how they once owned over 200 acres of land, one of the biggest farms around, with mares just like Sanya. To make ends meet, Grandpa sold little ponies to support the family. Keeping them is a challenge, as many little horses fight tooth and nail in races. But now Cohn has sold off most of the land just to survive, and resources are running low. This gap is where and Grandpa drifted apart. Watching Dad walk away, Kelly realizes her father used to have dreams too. After a month of love and care, Sanya can finally stand. Cohn rushes to call the vet. Everyone cheers when they learn Sanya is healing well. Now it's time to find Sanya a perfect match. Kelly beams as she checks out every horse in the barn. They've all snagged countless championships, and she can recite their names. Subtitle: A friend intentionally prepares the world's biggest stud for Cohn, but it turns out to be a huge joke. Here's your horse. Cohn is totally confused, but the next horse is definitely the real deal. It's big and muscular, with a coat that sparkles in the sun. Talk about confidence booster. Just as Cohn's to celebrate, friend says breeding fee's $15,000. The usual price is $200,000, and this is a steal, but Cohn looks like he's just eaten a lemon. To breed Sanya, he thinks about selling off the last of their land, but just then, Kelly shows up with a coffee can. The prize $20,000 in the coffee can. But Cohn is too down in the dumps to celebrate. Subtitles: He angrily confronted his father, demanding to know why he was given this money, feeling as if he had been completely drained, and said with resentment, "People's hearts are hidden behind their bellies." In a fit of anger, he lamented that being powerless, he simply couldn't hold his ground. You're fading. I lack faith. You thrive only in rock and gaming. Ultimately, Cohn is deeply moved by his father's earnest and sincere words. So he somewhat reluctantly takes the cash back, but warns Dad not to bore Kelly with any more horse stories. "All right, you do it then. I'll pay you back slowly." But fate had other plans. Subtitles: as Cohn is getting ready to take Sanya to his friend's horse farm, the vet delivers bad news. Subtitles: she can no longer get pregnant anymore. It turns out all their efforts were for naught. After all the time and energy poured in, it all amounts to nothing. But wife disagrees. Ever since Sanya showed up, the household feels complete. Can't you see how much she truly desires to be with you, even if you're not thrilled with her? This isn't about your father. No, this isn't about Dad. You're mistaken. Kelly wasn't with me that night.